Since it's a different one, maybe. Oh, okay. We're live now?
You're
Hi. About to roast Sandisa for all his ideas and opinions.
relax. Don't be using my real name.
Oh, I'm sorry. What should I call you?
Just call me Eben or something.
All right, got you. Eben.
Don't be corny.
Ah. All right, so do you have an opening statement or something that you want to put forth for the people?
Hold on. Trying to share this link. Go, Daisha.
Yes. Don't use my real name.
All right. Go share the link. The video link.
Is it a different link?
Yeah.
Oh, where
did
you send it?
Just go to my page.
Okay, give me a moment.
Go to my YouTube page. Or I'll post it in my go to my YouTube page.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on my Instagram.
Oh my gosh.
What?
You did it?
I'm working on it.
All right, we good. Jesus.
Hi, I'm Daisha. How are you? Thanks for joining us.
And this is Ebb and Flow. You already know. And so
Kanye is an OG.
Okay, here's how we're going to start.
He's an original gangster, and y'all would never understand the complexities of his mind.
Okay, so you want to elaborate? What are we talking about specifically?
So, I know we're upset. I know we're angry. Oh no, Kanye. But I think Kanye's taking the approach. I think Kanye's taking the words "love trumps hate" and putting them into action through every facet of his life. And that's all he's doing here. He's just saying love trumps hate. I don't think he's a coon for it. I think coons are people that do it like low key and are trying to be shady, but like Kanye's not trying to be shady. Like he got the MAGA hat on, you know, and he wore the MAGA hat with the Colin Kaepernick. So I feel like we just don't have like the necessary access to all of his thinking to be able to really understand what he's got going on. Like if you sat in a room with Kanye and had a discussion like, yo, fam, this is kind of crazy. What's good? He would probably be like, well, let me tell you what I'm really trying to do.
All right. So what is it when? Well, actually, never mind. Let me say that for later.
Not save that for later.
All right. So you're saying Kanye's not a coon because he's just saying love trumps hate. And,
yeah.
Okay, and that's fine. Like maybe coon is a harsh word, but I still think it's applicable. But all right, fine. Let's not even call him a coon. Kanye is not even qualified to be in this position, giving ideas and talking about the things that he's talking about. He's, if you, all right, so if we're talking specifically about this interview with Trump, or this sit down he had with Trump, this man, like, did you listen to what he said?
All right, so
Did you agree?
I was
Did you
driving
agree with everything
home
he said?
and my network wasn't great, so I only got to listen to a little bit of it. But I did hear him say that Trump makes him feel like Superman.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. Like if that's how he feels, fine. But like if we just talking like logically, like the man makes no sense. Like he started talking about uh quantum physics, talking about what's it called?
He did.
Alternate
He started talking
alternate
about alternate
realities.
universes.
Where he's that the guy in prison, like, bro, you don't even know what you're talking about. Uh he he talked about how the Constitution is like the base floor of America, and you know why do we have 13? Why do we have a 13th Amendment? We don't even have 13 floors, and like that, none of that made no
Put me
sense
in,
at
put me
all.
in.
Huh?
I said, put me in.
Oh, go ahead.
I feel you. But first, let me say that the government is supposed to be representative of the people, right? So we may not be able to articulate perfectly some of the terminology they may or may not use in their day to day, but we know what we want and what we don't want. The 13th Amendment as like the 13th floor of some building that like Kanye has made up in his mind. I don't know what that was about. I don't know where he was going with that. I do understand that he probably, at least on some level,
You
understands
lagging.
that, huh?
You're fine now.
Oh, I do think that on some level he understands that the 13th Amendment, a part of it is an exception to slavery. And he may not have articulated it in the best way, but I think that's why we have representatives, you know, and he may not be qualified, but look at Trump. I,
Exactly. They're both.
okay, they're two peas in a pod.
They're both celebrities in the White House. Oh, and another thing, this nigga, this nigga said, I went to see a neuropsychologist who looked at my brain, and my IQ is in the 98th percentile, and like, like, oh my, all right, whatever. No, that's not even important. That
That
just,
may very well be true, but okay, just to speak,
I promise you, it's not true. I promise you.
just to speak on Kanye trying to be involved with the government and trying to make changes. I read an article about an interview that he did, and he said, let me see the exact words, because while the man may not inspire me, these words did strike some passion in me. So Kanye West said he believes there should be a group of diverse, super knowledgeable people who work on amending the Constitution. Now, those aren't the best words, but the Constitution surely does need an update. I think he's trying to do the right things. He's always been so fast and like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to see what happens. This is just what it is. And I want to try this. And, you know, I'm new to this, but let me just dive into it. That's who Kanye is. And maybe it doesn't look great in the context of Donald Trump. But the thing is, we have Donald Trump, and all this hate that we've been throwing at him hasn't done anything for us. So I think in Kanye's mind, he's like, all right, hate, 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 hate. Okay, none of this is working. What should I try? Oh, wait, love. So he's like, okay, let me just try this. Let me just do this. Let me go all out with it and see if it works for me. See if I'm able to get, who was that guy he was talking about that was in jail for like 6 consecutive life sentences?
Yeah, I forgot the dude's name too, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what that guy did. So let me not say like that's gonna be a great thing or not a great thing. But I think he's trying to make changes through this. I don't think that he's like, I don't think he would go and be like, I love Trump. I don't think he would wear the MAGA hat if he didn't have some type of plan in place. And I feel like the plan is something that's going to be beneficial for us all. One thing I will say is when he was in that, go ahead. I took just now.
Yeah, like that's cool. Like if Kanye, has these ambitions and wants to help, all right, cool, that's fine. But like he is not qualified. He shouldn't have this platform where he can say the stuff that he's saying without even he looked like a pandering coon in that interview at certain points where he was saying like us black people, we kill each other, but we don't take accountability for that. And the liberals, they think they just want to talk about racism all the time, and I can't be controlled by racism. I'm more than racism. Like he sounded like a pandering Republican coon. Like he sounded
like a Ben Carson ass,
especially when you see it, like where he came. Remember that part? Remember when Kanye said George Bush doesn't care about black people?
Yeah,
he said he was programmed to say that.
He said he was wrong.
He said he was programmed to say that.
Oh, he's stressed out, and in regards to black on black violence, Tupac said it best. For you to look at black on black violence as something that is other than what it is, which is you are terrified of us so much that before we can even flinch, you shoot. We live amongst each other. And if you perpetuate this type of fear, don't you think that it's instilled inside of us? So I think black on black crime is definitely something bigger, which Kanye doesn't understand. Like, isn't he from suburbia or something?
Allegedly, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say.
I mean, either way, I'm low-key from suburbia, so no hate. But you got to educate yourself and you got to check your privilege. So for him to say something like that was definitely off-key. And I think a lot of things are off-key with Kanye. Like he's got some stuff going on. But I think what he's trying to get to is just like, we got to spread love. And that's what I was gonna say. So I did watch the part of the talk where he was like, "Oh, I want American industry. I'm like American industry is important to the American people. I'm a businessman," and that kind of hurt me because if that's his root goal, I don't think he really understands the larger picture, and he may just be self-interested. Because yes, definitely, we need to bring our businesses back to America, whatever that means. But like, globalization is a thing, and like everything is gonna be global, like, shipments across continents or whatever, like it's going global. So like, yeah, we need to fix our infrastructure. We need to do things. We need to handle things at home. But we also can't be isolated or isolationist. We can't like be so prideful in our nationalism that we forget all these other people. We can't be so gung-ho on trying to make money when people are starving because they don't have it. So while I still think Kanye is just trying to spread love every way it goes. There may be some self-interest that lie within.
Yeah, I mean, Kanye is just ignorant. Like he wants to help, but yo, what's up, Sasuke?
What up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Yo.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, but basically, Kanye may have good intentions, but like he he's going about it the wrong way. Like, what makes you think Trump has good intentions? Um,
I don't think Trump has any idea what his intentions are. I think, at least in the presidential role, I think he understands that he may not be the most well-versed person, and he gets like the things that he does. Like people tailor it to like the stuff that Trump says he wants, but like he's not going into the situation room like we got to get this passed, we got to do this, you know, we got to send our military here. Somebody's telling him what's going on in the world, and he's saying, "Okay, let's do that one. Ooh, let's do that one. Ooh, let's do that one." Like I don't think he has any rhyme or reason. I don't think he even thought he was gonna win.
So, like, what's your point with that?
I think that the fact that Donald Trump is so, what's the word, malleable, basically, no, he doesn't really have a plan in and of itself. So like, if you can get inside of that space to say, hey, we need to send money to public schools in Chicago, or hey, we need to facilitate like police forces to do X, Y, and Z, or hey, we need to like pave roads.
See, that just like kind of assumes that Donald Trump has no interest of for himself, that he's just like completely malleable, and I don't like. He's definitely self-interested. You know, I mean, I could go down the list of the things that show like how self-interested he is, and I don't think he's completely like malleable like that. Like I think he is easily influenced, but he's easily influenced on a Republican spectrum. Like you're not going to influence him on the liberal spectrum. What are you doing?
I'm like, I have a point.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Trump, the thing about Trump is his biggest self-interest is for people to like him. So if he can do one little thing, and I think that's why
that's not true.
I was about to say that shit ain't working. It ain't working. Not for us.
But I think that's what he's begging for. Like that's why he's like fake news. That's why he doesn't want to do this. That's why he did that whatever hour-long press conference like around the Kavanaugh time. He wants the American people to say, "Okay, Trump, you did a good job. We appreciate what you did," even though he's still like doing whatever the hell he wants. I think like in that he wants the American people to like, he wants it not to be fake news that the American people fuck with something that he did. That's why he talks about fake news. That's why he gets mad when they post pictures that shows that like American people aren't messing with what he got going on, because he wants the American people to be like, "Oh, okay, good job. Good job. That's what we like."
I mean, I think he wants to be liked, but he doesn't. I don't think his wanting to be liked will come at the cost of him putting in more popular policies. You know? No.
No, I mean, I feel you, but the thing about it is, if you frame the solution the right way, it looks like a good thing for everybody. Because when you educate people, when you develop communities, when you give people opportunities, and American people, I know like we probably think he's more close to the racist side, but like when you do those things, and I think those are the things that Kanye is trying to get, like he wants him to go into Chi-Town and do the right thing. That is going to uplift America's economy automatically, because there'll be more people.
Okay, so all right, so Saskia, what do you think?
Yeah,
I do kind of agree with that, with Donald Trump wanting to be liked, because a lot of things I see with him at his rallies is he'll have the crowd cheer him on, and that's when he'll double down on a certain point. Like for example, with the whole Colin Kaepernick thing, I don't think Donald Trump even cares about football like that. But he'll go to these rallies and then he'll be like, oh, like, one of his famous lines, he was like, yeah, uh, the people who are kneeling, like, get those sons of bitches off the fields. Like,
Mhm.
I don't think he cares about football, but he knows like the public, like most of America, feels strongly about
Football.
about football and people kneeling. And at
Mhm.
that point it was more people who didn't support Colin Kaepernick. So like, say for example, if a lot of people actually supported Colin Kaepernick, he might have changed his stance just so people would like him. I don't think that's everything about Donald Trump. I don't think that's like his bottom line, but that is a strong influence in how he goes about his speeches, certain policies and things like that.
Okay, so you're saying,
Well,
oh, what's up, Christian?
What up?
I feel what Satsuki just said. Like, he's just trying to get the and that's the same thing. And not to say anything bad about Nike, but he's a businessman. Like, they do what the majority of people want, so they can make the most money. In Donald Trump's case, I think he just wants people to like him. But I think inherently he's a businessman, and he's like, okay, what's everybody like?
I don't know if I agree with that, because like he's made like he appeals like to these poor white people and the I guess like the rich white people, some rich white people, because I guess he's perceived as like a businessman, so he can like get these solutions. But I don't know, like I don't think he would just completely change his policies just to be liked.
He doesn't have any policies.
I mean, not policies, but like
Yeah.
political viewpoint or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that, I don't know. You think like Trump would, if enough people were against it, he would go, well, actually, never mind. Let me not use that example.
If people were like, hey, Trump, and this is a compliment sandwich I was telling you about. Somebody told me when you have to tell somebody something bad, you like put it in between two good things. So you like, hey, Trump, we've seen you've been able to put out a lot of legislation since you've been in office. Not that we like it or anything, just we see you've been able to put out a lot of good stuff. Well, you could probably do a couple things like X, Y, and Z for these people, because you could get more people on your side. And by the way, you have put out a lot of stuff already. I think that's what Kanye is going to do. And that's what he did. He was like, compliment. Hey, I understand your slogan's Make America Great Again, but there's a bunch of Americans that never thought America was great. So here's this Make America Great hat. Are you willing to promote this? And Trump was like,
okay. Yeah, and I actually like that part. Like the Make America Great hat was like, I thought that was dope. Because
that was Kris Jenner.
Oh, you think so?
The momager. Well, you got any words?
I was just about to say.
I don't. This is cool though. Nah, I mean, I agree with Sandisa. Kanye just. I dislike everything Kanye did but the Make America Great thing. And apparently you're saying that's Kris Jenner, so I dislike everything Kanye does. Yeah. Like I said, I don't think
give him some credit. It might not have been Kris Jenner.
I just feel like not following after Kim, but like what Kim is doing is totally different from what he's doing. Mm-hmm. Like she's actually freeing people that shouldn't be behind bars. But I don't know. Whatever. Free Big Meech.
No, right. Like somebody said this is like a setup to get Kanye, like for Kim to like end up divorcing Kanye. That's a whole nother conversation.
This whole thing?
Yeah, make him look crazy, get him to act crazy in the limelight, and then accuse him of some stuff, and then divorce him.
What? So they're what?
Like that's a whole other theory and conversation.
So they're doing this purposely, so she has a reason to divorce him.
Like Kim's orchestrating it so that she has a reason.
Like he doesn't understand. Like he's in a sunken place and she's doing this. No,
kind of, yeah. Like she's encouraging him to like do this stuff and like say this stuff in the media and the public. Then like he looks crazy, and then when they divorce, she can like accuse him of whatever, and then just leave. And I don't know.
I mean, shit. I mean, that's a good one. He's about to be a billionaire, so.
Right.
Hey.
That actually sounds like some shit.
Right. That actually is a plausible one. Add that to the list.
But what was I going to say? Something about Kanye. Something. Oh no, I was gonna say about Jay-Z and Beyonce. Didn't they have thrown the life vest to my dog and reeled him back in? Or
I wasn't. They weren't, are they still friends?
No, they're not friends. But like, they haven't been like. There was a point in time when the life, what is it called? The life vest could have been thrown out, and I don't think that it ever was. I think they just let him kind of go.
Yeah.
Fade away, and he was going through a lot. Like I feel like he went through a lot, and he's never dealt with those issues.
I think he deals with them differently every year.
True, that's true.
Like I went to his concert and I hated it.
It was terrible.
It was demonic. Like very, very demonic. Like people were like worshiping him. We weren't the only people that left the concert.
There were probably people actually calling him Jesus and bowing towards him.
Right. And then he like first it was demonic, and then when he came back out, he was Jesus. So I was like, oh hell no. I'm not even the most religious person, but I know this is not right. I'm gonna walk out of here. Without a soul.
Read the Bible right after.
Start reading some scriptures.
I definitely went to a Rihanna concert and felt that way before, though.
So what do you guys think was the turning point for Kanye?
I mean, I think it probably has something to do with his mom. It shouldn't, like you saying, when he went crazy, like what made him like, like when did he decide to do this craziness?
Yeah, like, because I don't know, he's fallen off not only kind of like, I don't know, like in his viewpoints, but he's fallen off like musically, in my opinion, as well.
Yeah, musically, weight, everything, like everything.
Yeah.
Not weight.
He's fat.
Yeah, I mean, like his last like from college dropout all the way to my beautiful dark twisted fantasy, like that was like a straight line of like clean albums, and then like after that he put out Yeezus, and then it just started going downhill.
Right. I don't know. I mean, I do think it, like I said, I don't know, maybe his mom. They say, usually around, I think she died like around this time, he goes acting crazy. But this year he's been doing it like a lot. It hasn't just been a couple of months. Like he's been at it all year.
That boy gonna run for president. Who's voting for him?
I'm not voting for him.
I swear if you say you're gonna vote for him.
Oh,
you should run against him.
I would not vote for him at all. He was right though. The Constitution does need to be updated. Like that was one statement that was the truth.
Right. He hasn't said nothing about politics. Like actually said anything about politics.
Yeah, this man's talking about we don't have 13 floors in America. Like that.
Like, dude. And then President Trump is just entertaining him. So two dummies sitting here talking about what?
Not dummy.
That's exactly my point. Like two people who shouldn't even be in the White House, two celebrities don't know anything discussing the future of the world.
Right. Like I'm about to. If this is what's my future holds, then I have to really do something.
That was a good point. That they in the Oval Office discussing the future of America. Yeah.
Like nigga.
Ooh, that's a little scary.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do?
Like, what if? Okay, so imagine. Okay, Trump's in there. There's still people that are, legit, like into politics, went to school, like that should be in the office. But now we're gonna have Kanye in there. Then who he gonna bring? Then who they gonna bring? It's really gonna be the hood. Like, like I might as well apply for a position at this point.
Right. Yeah.
Anybody can do it.
And then
So
like,
go ahead, Daisha, be the president so we can take over.
Oh, oh. We are inclusive though. We wouldn't just take over. Listen, they love sound bites. Well, you gotta chill. They love sound bites. We love
this ain't where your campaign starts.
That's gonna be your slogan.
But
I agree that it is to people who have no idea what they're doing, trying to do something, and they got a lot of power behind them too. But, and maybe this is just what I would like to believe. I see it as Kanye taking the words "love trumps hate" and putting them into action across the board, no matter who you are, no matter what you've done. After this conversation, I feel like maybe that's not what he's doing. Maybe he's plotting for himself. But I feel like we just gotta wait and see too.
How long do you wait?
What are we gonna do? We can't.
Exactly. So I guess we just gonna wait and see for real. Shit.
No. This is what we're gonna do. Midterm elections are November 6th. Make sure you vote. I don't know who's in Nevada, actually. I'll look it up.
I don't have a Nevada license.
Oh, wait. So you need to... Oh, I don't think you can request an absentee ballot anymore from Florida.
Yeah, I don't want them to know where I'm at anyway.
Well, okay. Midterm elections are coming up, so we got to... We got to... The Congress.
I normally vote by mail, so I think it still comes to my house and my mom will do it.
Oh.
So Daisha, you don't think anything's wrong with what Kanye is doing?
I think, okay.
Yes or no?
No, nigga.
What do you explain?
No. Let me be clear. Right or wrong, what we believe are right or wrong, it's just arbitrary. I'm not gonna speak here. Can I speak?
No.
You're talking about right and wrong arbitrary.
Listen, right and wrong is arbitrary. That's why I went to law school. I was like, all these laws, they talking about this right, this wrong. What's going on here? It's all based on who's in power, what's going on, what's the context, So maybe here now in this day and age and time and place, it's not the most right thing for Kanye to be doing, but also who are we to sit here and judge that boy?
Nobody's judging him.
All right, first of all,
I am.
Your whole.
Right, baby.
First of all, let me just address this whole right and wrong is arbitrary thing.
Listen.
Listen.
Don't.
You
don't
listen.
fall for my philosophical beliefs. Okay, I'm quiet.
No, I mean I agree with you, in a worldly, objective sense, but no, we're talking about society right now, and there's clear right and wrongs in society. So just throw that out the window.
Okay.
To this day, in this day and age, and right now at this very moment, all that shit.
Is what Kanye's doing wrong?
No, all he said was, "Do you agree with everything that he's doing?"
Right.
That's all he said.
That's a really broad question. I don't agree with everything that he's doing. No.
Right. Okay, that's it.
All right. So, so what parts do you agree with?
I agree that the Constitution has to be updated.
She agrees with more than what don't you agree with? Because I feel like that's a shorter list.
No, the list of what I do agree with is shorter, actually.
Okay.
I'm just playing devil's advocate, but I agree that the Constitution has to be updated.
Mm-hmm.
I agree that we have to spread love, not hate.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree that the 13th Amendment is an exception to the abolishment of slavery. Yeah.
Right.
I agree that I like him changing MAGA to MAG. And I think that's it.
Oh, and Trump's whole point, or Kanye's whole point about like how we can't have Trump looking bad because then that makes us look bad. I agree with that. But like my whole thing is Trump's making himself look bad. So what's he even talking about?
Right.
No, I don't agree. I mean, I don't agree with Kanye. I agree with you. Trump is already making himself look crazy, making America look crazy. So nobody needs to help
before
him.
He was in office. Mm-hmm. Well, is Bernie going to run again next year?
Right. I hope so. Apparently, Joe Biden has been like going around to like the hoods real low key. No, seriously. He's been like walking neighborhoods, like predominantly Black neighborhoods, like shaking hands, super low key. Like, so maybe.
Well, where are you getting this information from?
Don't worry about all that. Don't worry about all that.
Oh, I need a source. I need a an APA format.
Okay, just one moment.
So you think he wants to run?
I think, yeah. I think, here we go. Former Vice President Joe Biden paid a visit Wednesday campaigning in the 11th congressional district. Sorry.
All right. So how's that the hood?
Biden says he'll decide by January whether he'll run for president in 2020.
President Joe Biden has been busy, as we've seen, campaigning Tri-State today in New Jersey. He campaigned for the open 11th congressional district. It used to be Republican, but targeted for the midterm. Last month, Vice President Pence campaigned for the GOP. This is a hot race. With Mr. Biden today, here's political reporter Dave Evans.
Joe Biden says he'll decide by January whether he'll run for president in 2020.
Oh, is that me?
Mikey Sherrill.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm sorry. I didn't know a video. I thought Sadisa started playing. I mean, Evan. I thought Evan started playing it. I had no idea. But I don't know. I don't know who's gonna run.
That's what.
But we got Gillum in Florida, Andrew Gillum. So all my Florida people, before you go out. We got Stacey Abrams in Georgia, and we got Ben Jealous out here in Maryland. All up and coming Black governors. If we bring out the vote for them in November.
I thought he was already the governor. I'm confused. He's the mayor?
He's the mayor of Tallahassee.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll have to see, but we definitely need to get some type of campaign together because whoever runs needs to like do something for the Black community. It's been a long time, if it's even any time at all.
Do we got to do anything? The last time a Black person ran, I mean, it was easy.
No, okay, so Black people are running. They're gonna get in office, but like, we don't know who's gonna run for president. So like,
hopefully they don't run against each other.
Hopefully you think a Black person's gonna run for president?
Yeah, The Rock is saying he's gonna run for president.
Okay. So, okay.
He did say that. For
The Rock?
Schwarzenegger?
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, I think he did say that.
These people with money think they can do anything.
Right. We're not voting for The Rock.
Right.
No. We need a politician. Like, I don't know.
Right.
Cory Booker, he's in the Senate. Kamala Harris, she's in the Senate too. They're both young Black government representatives. Maybe they'll try it out, but I don't know. I feel like anything could happen. People should start campaigning next year though, in January, because they usually campaign all year long.
Right. Hype.
Yeah, I mean that's why Kanye feels like he can run for president because Trump became president.
Yeah, he's like, I don't understand. If a white man can do it, I can do it. But it's like, no, it's opposite.
Check your privilege.
Right. And money is not all the privilege. We still slaves.
Yeah. That's why we need to have a plan. We need to have an action plan about what people are going to do for the Black community because we're still struggling and nobody is concerned. Nobody's looking for solutions for us. I mean, not that they should be. Maybe we should be looking for them ourselves, but we're about to, and we just need somebody to make it law.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what Kanye's doing.
Oh my God.
I don't. If the agenda isn't personal, then I don't see the secret.
True.
What you're trying to accomplish, and because I don't know. Do you know what he's trying to accomplish?
He's trying to abolish the 13th Amendment.
But he doesn't even know what he's saying.
He has to do all this. Right.
He's talking about trap.
Do all this.
I don't think he has any idea what he wants to do. He just does. He has no long-term plan. He wakes up in the morning and he's like, all right, this is what I'm going to do today. And he goes out and he does that shit regardless.
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling.
That sounds about right. He'll read like a little news article or hear a sound bite and be like, that resonates with me. I'm gonna do that.
That's it.
Yeah, he's not using his platform in the best way, but
you still support?
I don't support. I'm just patiently waiting to see what he's actually up to.
Nothing.
You ain't give up yet.
No, I don't support. We got bigger issues, and Kanye's not helping the real causes. So,
all right.
Somebody needs to sit him down and tell him if he wants to be out here advocating for what America needs, he needs to sit down with some super intelligent people, like he said, and actually figure out what America needs.
Well, actually, Kanye's in the 98th percentile of IQ, so you know, he already meets the qualification.
You sure it's not changing? Going down?
I can't believe he actually said that, bro.
What did Einstein say? Intelligence is less about knowledge and more about experience.
Right.
I don't even think Einstein said that.
It sounds about.
Don't be making up stuff.
Pull my receipts out.
Yeah, don't be making up stuff and then put in fictional, put people's names to it.
Nah, y'all not about to try me.
No, but seriously, the most knowledgeable people or the most successful people do the dumbest shit. Like, it's like, how do you have 3 master's degrees and you're over here doing shit like this? Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, he said that the true sign. No, the actual quote is imagination is more important than knowledge. So, like, the true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. All right, so it wasn't perfect, but Kanye definitely has a huge imagination.
Huh? That's true.
Yeah, but like, yeah.
So, do you think he has a large following, Kanye?
Were people at his concert bowing for him?
That was a while ago, though. That was before all this. That was years ago.
But
they were.
He's slowly losing his black following, but slowly gaining the
right. That's true, because even the celebrities done gave up on him. I like what T.I. said, though.
I didn't read all of what T.I. wrote. It was all. Can you sum it up?
He basically was like being nice, like, I stood by you for as long as I could, and like, I represent. Like, I understand what you represent and shit. And then he was like, but you some dumbass. You want some dumbass, bum ass, fuck nigga. Like, he like flipped the script.
Okay. Yeah.
But who said they're not give? Somebody else said they're not gonna give up on him today. I don't know if it was Usher or somebody. I don't know.
Right. I don't want to give up on him.
I've been gave up on him.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
But that don't mean I can't come back. I mean, you might bust out and prove something, but
Yeah, well, when I saw this interview and he said like he was programmed to say that George Bush doesn't care about black people, like it wasn't his actual real thoughts. That's when I knew he was lost. Like I don't know who got to him. I don't know what books he's been reading or what. Like
so and then so he said he was on the medication and he got off of it and he's like, I'm out of the second place. He does little videos like, oh, Nick Cannon, stop talking about my wife, da da da, which I was cool. I agree with that. Like, you came at them respectful about your wife, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like, did you start taking your medication again because you're back to where you were?
Right. So. But he also said in the interview, because I listened to the interview like twice before this stream, but he also said in the interview that like the neuropsychologist said that he's not bipolar, but like he suffers from lack of sleep, and that lack of sleep can cause dementia in 10 years or something like that.
Right.
So but he also said the neuropsychologist said he's in the 98th percentile in IQ. So like I don't know what's
right. Like, do you got dementia or are you a genius?
Right. Which is it?
I believe I'm not gonna say I believe it, but that's plausible.
Yeah.
Where these doctors at? Like these secret doctors that y'all going to, and like I need some proof to be backed up with these accusations and claims.
For real, yeah. Just diagnosing people.
Right. Like are you even going to a real doctor or are you talking to Chris? She does everything.
Chris put on a stethoscope. Just say you bipolar. It'll be good for the ratings.
Right. She can manage you on anything. I wonder what she got to say.
I don't know. What I was going to say is when he said he was out of the sunken place, I definitely thought he was breaking up with Kim. But I guess he didn't really understand what we meant by you're in the second place.
No, so I don't think Kim has anything to do with him being in the second place.
Oh.
I don't. I feel like she's publicly stated her stand against things that he said. Like she's made it clear, like, I don't agree with this, that, or that.
Yeah.
And I mean, she didn't have to do that. She could have just stayed shut or quiet, or maybe that was another. Anything that has to do with Chris makes me question everything. It makes me question the questions. Because it's like, why did she do that? What was, like, how much money did they get for her sticking up for Kanye publicly on Twitter, like on some small spectrum? But
yeah, that's sure. Because they get paid for everything.
Exactly, like literally get paid for everything they do. So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like she's in a sunken. I don't feel like they have him in the sunken place. But then I do think about the past that they've had with black men and how they do them. That's why I feel like Tristan he's basically playing get back for everybody that they done fucked up. Lamar Odom, what's the rest of them? Ray J, all of them. Like
James Harden,
and they
James Harden got out there quick.
He what?
He got out there quick. He peeped what was going on. It was like, nah. And then next year he became MVP.
Right. So right, exactly. Tyga, he was already. Well, actually, she brought him up. Let me back that up.
I don't know about them. I don't know what they got going on over there.
I don't know. So, like, would you include them in, like, I know this is not real, whatever, but, like, would you say, like, they possibly could, like, they sold their souls also? Like the Kardashians and stuff?
I mean,
like how they say,
when you come up off of a sex tape, I think
Right.
he
Okay.
stole
Okay.
or no.
Maybe she. Yeah.
I
Let me
don't
know. Yeah. But I don't know. Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know if the Kardashians sold their sold their souls. I think the industry had no choice but to let them in because Chris was banging down the door. He brought them all up off one sex tape. I wonder if they think about that when they think about their money. But
Definitely, I'm sure they probably have a plaque with the nigga's picture up there. Like so, like they said, they planned that. Like that was, that was all a plan. Like sex tapes just don't get leaked. Like
exactly. And they plan long term.
Right.
They don't
Like,
plan like, oh, let me wake up in the morning and do what I like. They plan long term. And that's why I don't know what he's up to. And I don't know if they can actually not control, but I don't know if like either Kanye's letting them in on all his thoughts and they're giving him advice, or like he's doing what he wants to do regardless, and they can't do anything about it. But
I think he's. I mean, I know. I think shit. He probably goes home and I think he argues with them at the house.
right, and I think the divorce thing, the divorce campaign, maybe it does have some weight because she has been like
She just said that if they get divorced, she wants to keep his sperm to have another child.
What?
Wait, she said that?
She did.
Oh,
She said
no,
basically
hell
like
no.
she wants his sperm to be frozen because she don't want multiple baby daddies. Basically, like I want all my kids to be from Kanye, so I want more kids. Nigga, if you leave me, leave your fucking
Yo.
sperm. I don't know if I feel comfortable with that. Like I
No,
want you and your future kids.
I know what they did now. They killed Kanye right before he got married to her and cloned him.
Okay, I agree.
That's not Kanye. This is some kind of clone. Because like it shit makes no sense.
it's not Kanye at all. It's Ye.
Right, he changed his name. Right, nigga, you're a Kanye. Barely.
So maybe it is a clone.
But he just
right.
All the memories of Kanye.
He's just like so far removed from society
And it's like, oh, I'm moving back home to Chicago, but what are you gonna do? What have you done? What is that doing? Why do you have to be up under somebody to show them that you're, advocating for the city? Like putting your house there and saying, oh, I go to the store in Chicago doesn't mean anything.
Right.
No.
I mean, yeah, it sounds like he wants to change. It's just, or he wants to change.
He's just talking right now.
That said, though, Chance the Rapper still be by his side.
So I was gonna bring up Chance, but just to say, Chance is. So maybe Kanye's talking and Chance is doing, because Chance just donated $1 million to mental health in Chicago. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Chance like being in Kanye's ear is a good thing. I also think Chance I feel like Chance is a people pleaser. Like he wants everybody to be happy, so he's not gonna go away from Kanye's side. That's
sounds familiar. Yeah. But Kanye's not somebody that's gonna listen. Like he legit reminds me of Trump. He's literally the black version of Trump.
I see that too. I think that's why he looks up to him so much, because he sees himself in Trump.
He said, "You make me feel like Superman."
Right? They said, "Nigga, go jump off a building and let us know."
Yeah, I'll be
let us
damned if
know.
another nigga makes me feel like Superman.
Right? Like what? Are you having sex with him? Like I'm confused. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Nigga, your kid like Superman, but Trump. Yeah, I'm just disgusted in the U.S. right now.
And they're both like really similar. They both got like huge egos and don't know what they're talking about, but they're both successful.
Love to wait and see. Could
We've
surprise
been waiting
us,
long
or you
enough.
could do exactly what I guess Coonye is expected to do.
Oh, do we flip you?
I don't think I'm flipped. I'm just an extraterrestrial being floating through this one reality of universe.
Stop it.
Right.
No, I'm not flipped. I'm neutral.
I'm with you. I do want to wait. Well, I don't have a choice but to wait and see. But
Let's see
I
what
don't
his
know,
album
babe.
has to say, which is probably what this
Who?
whole thing is about, anyways.
Who?
I said his album.
It's not coming out until what? November, December?
I think November.
Did
Yeah,
you? So
when he didn't drop it on the day he was supposed to drop it.
I really don't care for the album, right?
We're not pressed.
No.
Is he the coon?
No, because his music hasn't been good.
Exactly.
So
everything.
honestly, I downloaded his last album just to hear it, and I actually did like it, but I deleted it. So
Really?
Like, what's the last Kanye song y'all like fuck with
Through the
heavy?
Wire. That's my shit. I like College Dropout though. I would probably really say College Dropout. Maybe.
Yeah. I'll probably say something off of I don't know, like Watch the Throne or My Beautiful Dark, or no, something off of Pablo. What's that one album he had?
Life
Yeah,
of Pablo.
Yeah.
Life of Pablo, yeah.
Father Stretch My Hands. I like that song.
I like that new song he just dropped. I love it.
Oh, that's weird with Lil Pump.
Oh man.
It's
That Roblox shit.
That's how I know you're not a Kanye fan.
Not at all. I'm not even a Kanye
it's
fan.
catchy. I'm not gonna say I love it. It's catchy and it's funny.
I'm a sick fuck. I like a what?
Somebody said he came up with that little verse and then he just loved it and he made a whole song out of it.
I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick fuck.
Bars.
Wow. Right. Yeah, that's super funny.
Should we end with a Kanye song?
Why? You got one ready?
I have plenty. What do y'all want to hear?
Nothing new.
Nah, just chill.
Get something off of Graduation. Anything off of Graduation.
Okay.
Oh, I think I like that one too. I think I remember that one.
Give me.
Quit flashing lights.
No, Daisha, though, you just put me on with the Hangouts though. Like I can actually now I can chat with my coworkers off work through this.
See?
That's it.
Oh, sorry.
That shit loud as fuck.
We'll fade it in. I think it was a good conversation though. You know, we gotta wait and see which way Kanye's gonna go. I'm still neutral.
You're still what?
I'm still neutral.
All right, chill.
I think there was a better one than this one now.
I don't know any of this.
Oh,
Good Life with
T-Pain.
T-Pain.
I love that song. Heard him say with what's his name? Alvin. What?
The Maroon 5 guy.
Sure.
What?
You said heard him say.
Heard him say, yeah.
Oh.
Nothing's ever promised tomorrow.
Adam Levine, I think.
Adam Levine. Boom. Adam Levine.
Is that what Kanye?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is. Here we are.
Like that's some real real life
I'm sick, man. I can't. I don't even want to. I don't even want to listen to this.
Bro, that shit make me sad, real deal. I'm like, man, what is Kanye West at?
Right. Like those string of albums from College Dropout to Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, like he was my favorite artist, one of my favorite artists ever. And now it's just like, I don't even know what to say. But any final thoughts, everybody?
I got a question. Who got the stronger Twitter fingers, Donald Trump or Kanye?
Donald Trump.
Trump.
Donald
He's
Trump.
the
Okay.
president. Like that nigga is the president. You're not even supposed to be on Twitter. How are you on Twitter? Like I don't understand.
Not only is he on Twitter, he's attacking people on Twitter.
Trolling, like he's a real Twitter troll. I don't understand.
What do you call Omarosa? Pathetic or something?
Monkeys? No, he called her a monkey.
Yeah,
Damn.
Yeah, he called it something crazy.
And did not apologize.
Did y'all saw he tried to block somebody on Twitter and they took him to court and told Trump he couldn't do that?
I'm crying.
I did see some shit like
I feel
that.
like they won though.
Wait, he tried to block somebody?
Well, he didn't try. He blocked somebody on Twitter and the person took him to court. I think
blocking him?
freedom of speech or expression.
Because he's the president, right? Because you're the president. You can't block nobody.
And they were like, nah, you can't be blocking people, fam.
Really?
Your 70-year-old ass. What? How you even know where the block button at? Like, I don't understand. And I can't imagine somebody's there like he's paying somebody to just tweet this shit. I don't know, maybe.
I can see that.
Some white supremacist somewhere.
You gonna close this
I
out?
don't have any final thoughts. Right.
Yeah. Final thoughts.
Kanye 20 for 2020.
I was gonna say that, but I don't need any bad sound bites in my life.
Yeah, you can't say it because we know you serious. I'm playing.
All right. Go ahead, Daisha.
My last thoughts. Love Trump's hate.
Oh my God.
Can you use another word than Trump?
No. My last thoughts are: we have no idea what's going through this man's head. You know, he divulged that he was going through mental health problems, and it seems like he might be in a somewhat problematic marriage. So my boy's going through it. You know, we got to try and see. Hopefully he comes out on the right side. But if he doesn't, then that's another story. Right now, we're just waiting to see.
All right, everybody.
We're going to clap on that one. Clap right now.
Well said. About to end the stream.
Okay.